Welcome to your online source for calculator tutorials. In this tutorial, we will learn how to use spacetime to graph multiple functions. Begin a new spacetime document so that your screen looks like mine. To plot multiple functions, you must tap the plot button to load the plot command. This is similar to how solve command works for harder equations. Inside the plot command parentheses, you can enter as many functions as you wish, separated by commas. Let's enter two functions to be graphed. We'll start off with our normal x squared parabola, and then we'll look at another quadratic function, 5x minus x squared. Alright, after you're done with this, you can hit the plot button again and show the plot. Go ahead and minimize the button pad to look at the plot on the home screen. So notice that we have two functions. You still have all the same options as if you were plotting one function. You can adjust the window settings, the style, or the color of the graph. Let's darken up the graphs a little bit here so we're looking at both functions. As with plotting a single function, you can easily change these colors, the red and the blue, to satisfy your own needs. Alternatively, you can write functions as a list and plot the whole list. Let's go ahead and look at how to do that. Down here in entry number 2, let's go ahead and bring up the button pad again. And to enter a list, you have to use the square bracket command over here on the bottom right of the button pad. So let's go ahead and start there. And then inside the list, let's list the two functions that we've already graphed. So let's graph the parabolas. And in addition to that, we're also going to look at a linear function. So let's go ahead and graph 3x plus 2 as well. So all totaled, if you look in here, we have three different functions to be graphed. They're in a list form, and we can hit plot once we're done, and that will show us, once we minimize the button pad here, that'll show us the graphs of all three functions. Once again, you can make the style darker, or you can change the colors for these as well. Now, one thing to notice here is maybe the purple and the blue are kind of blending together. If that's the case, one of the things you can do is hit this style button here, and then that opens up into a wider color range. But in doing so, we end up with this yellow graph, which is really hard to see. So I can simply click on the yellow here and switch between any of these different color palettes that I want to change the yellow. Let's go ahead and select the green. And notice that that gives you a nice distinct view of each of the three functions. This concludes the graphing multiple functions tutorial. Feel free to replay this tutorial or browse any of the other available topics on the course webpage.